Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. In this video today we're going to combine many things. Inks, BetterPress, hot foil, use a little sequins, just have a lot of fun. So for this card I used our Copper Thinking of You sentiment, and I used here in the corners the Peony Perfection, just the peony part, and did a little BetterPress there. I am an affiliate for Spellbinders and other companies. There's links below for you to click on when you do that and place an order. I receive a small commission, and that's at no cost to you. Thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. So I love to combine all the little gadgets I have here in this craft room. And that's exactly what we're going to do with this collection right here, or this card with all of these collections today. Isn't that pretty? I did ink smushing. So let's go ahead and bring in some ink. And I'm going to just, on my glass mat, I'm going to put some, this is dark carnation, and you never know when you do something like this, if it's going to come out the same, a little bit different, a little darker, I'm not sure. I used the wild berry for the peonies. I didn't want to use black. I just wanted something soft on there because that background really takes up, you know, all the color there. And I just needed some blue right there. Let's just see what we get. When you ink smush, you just add your color, add water. Just like that. And then I have watercolor paper here. This is at 5.5 by 4 1/4. And you just take it and you literally smush it into the color here, just like that. It will make reds and purples and yellow, and you might cover all of it. I really do kind of want to cover all of it on this card. And then you have to let it dry before you can really use it. Now look, see, we're getting into oranges there, which is fantastic. Let's see, I want to add a little bit more blue. So let me wipe this up, just like that. And I want to come back in. Let's use a little darker blue. Let's use some Blue Jay. Use whatever inks that you have. And again, water. And now where it's white on here, I'm just going to pick up some of that blue, let it run. It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Just want to cover this up, fill it in. There we go. Like I said, you'll even make colors that you never even thought. Sometimes I make mud, you know. It happens. I promise it does. I'm going to wipe that up. I'm come back in with that dark carnation. You know, because like some colors mixed together make brown. And I'm just going to, see, pick it up right in there. Pick it up on that corner. Pick it up there. And just let it be wild. That is all about the ink smushing, which is just so easy for me. Right? I want to get a little bit more in there. Just like that. And every time you do it, it's going to look a little different. Put some right there. We'll cover as much as we can. I think this is good enough for this. Isn't that pretty? Especially after we add everything. Now, because of these colors, I might change my wild berry. I might change it to something different, but that is enough right there for me. Let me clean this up. Now, let's see here. I believe I'm going to dry that with my heat tool, and I'll be right back. Okay, my ready light is on, and it's time to hot foil. We'll do that first before we BetterPress. I'm going to take my Hello. Always remember with Glimmer, when you hot foil, the pretty side of the plate goes to the pretty side of the foil. So I'm going to take my Hello and I'm going to place it here, and I'm using my grid, and I want this right here, the word, to be straight. best we can get it. There we go. A little gold foil right there. And we will do the best we can to put this in the middle. Right about there, I believe we are good. Okay. Then, thin shim and spacer pad over top. Just like that. Here, I think my paper's a little crooked. Okay. I hit my timer. That takes about a minute. And we're going to put that on top. I'm going to move this aside. And I decided to go with the mulberry. I'll show you after we hot foil, where this was a little bit lighter and I went with that berry. I'm going to go with the mulberry, this kind of purplish reddish color. I think it's going to look really pretty on that ink smush because that ink smush came out a little bit darker. So let's bring the platinum in. Let's hope for the best that we get this straight, right? And I'll be back as soon as that button stops blinking. Okay, I've got 3 solid buttons, the power and the ready light and the timer. We're going to undock, send it through the platinum one time. Now I say this all the time, every machine is different. You will learn your machine. It's trial and error. There is a slight learning curve with anything new that you get, BetterPress, Glimmer, anything. But I've learned my machine, and one time through is good for me. Move this to the side. And let's see. Oh, I think we're good. Let's reveal. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. That gold foil looks beautiful on there. Okay, now let that cool off. Remember, BetterPress plates can hot foil, but hot foil plates cannot BetterPress. Okay, now let's bring the BetterPress in. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. So I just wanted to show you the color on this. See where this one is darker? Just a little bit. So, but you know, any way that you smush ink, as long as you don't make mud. I almost made mud down here, but as long as you don't make mud, you are good to go with that. So this really came out pretty. Reminds me of tie-dyeing, right? Let's go ahead. And I've got new tape on here. What I do with my tape is I put it on my hand to pick up the oils from my hand and pick it up. And I've already done that with all of them to make it like less sticky. So this is, again, this is 5.5 by 4 1/4, the full card front. And I always pray that I don't peel off. You know, I could always put it behind, but it just seems with the ink smushing with this, the paper wants to curl, so I wanted to tape down the edges. Here we go, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to put my BetterPress plate like this. And I've got it outside my A2. And I'm just going to kind of, like my hello comes to about up here. I might go into that hello a little bit with the Peony. Let's move that up a little bit, up and across. So I just kind of, I eyeball it. I know that there's other people doing a lot of other things with it. And I really feel like Spellbinders is going to come out with something to, you know, help us to line things up like this. But for right now, I'm good with this. But a lot of people are using some acetate and, you know, marking where these go and that kind of thing. We're just going to eyeball it and go for it. Look at that mulberry. Isn't that pretty? That is a deep purplish red. And I really thought it would look great on this. So let's see. It's over here on this side. See, and I think like where my swoopy-doos there are. Let's see. I think I'm going to move this to the other side. Nobody says it's written in stone, right? Let's move this over here, where I have just more space, right? So I'm kind of just eyeball. I like that. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it together. Bring the platinum in. Remember, try to pick it up from the bottom. and not squish the top of it because it is like on a spring. So let's go ahead and roll this through. Let's see what we get. Oh, yes! Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I did it like that. Okay, so now I want to go to the opposite corner. And where this is straight, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to bring this in, put it about here. And I think we're going to be really, really good. I'm here. Yes, we're really good. Let's go ahead and add. See how much I could get in there. Get even more of it in there, right? There we go. Let's try that. Oh, that mulberry looks nice. I didn't want to use black. Just trying to use some color. Color on color. Really pretty. Okay. Picking it up from underneath. Bring our die cut machine back in. And feed it through. I slowed down when I got to those plates so it would transfer really well, right? Let's see how we did. Really quick and easy card, but we're using both the better. Oh my goodness, look! I'm so happy with that. Wow. Okay, yes. Oh, I'm so happy I did that with you guys. I'm using my LDRS cleaner here. Seems to work quite well on this ink. Really breaks it down. As you can see. See it breaking it down really well? But they're going to stain these plates, you know. I mean, something like this that is that red is going to stain these plates. But hey, they are well loved, right? So we did okay. We did great. I'm going to use my new Aura opalescent sequins that I've been crazy about here lately. I love the crystal mix and then these opal essence. Let's go ahead and let me show you. Clean this for the second time. And you will even get more ink off of it. I like the sequins. Just something new. Just have fun. Or use whatever you have in your craft room. Look at that. Really does a nice job. It's not that I don't like the Archival ink cleaner. These are both oily ink cleaners. I just really feel like the LDRS Extreme Clean does an amazing job. There we go. Good. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and pray. I was thinking, oh, that came out good. I was thinking if I peeled any paper off, I could always smush again. There we go. Oh, that kind of, you know, better pressed in there, but you can't really even see it. So we're okay there and there. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead. Now, you could always cut this down if you wanted to and back it with a piece of, you know, purple, blue, pink, yellow, anything. But I really like the way it came out, so I didn't want to cut it. I'm going to use a little glue here for the entire card front. So I did some hot foiling on watercolor paper. Add extra glue on something like this because it does roll up a little bit, you know, because we did add water. Here we go. And sometimes you have to give it a little trim at the top. If some white is showing, we will do that. Look at how pretty that came. Oh my goodness. Really happy with that. Let me get my bone folder here. There we go. Nice. Let's trim that top. Just that little like, I mean, it's like a 1/16 of an inch. But I like it to be just that little bit off. And then it's perfect. Okay, let's add some sequins. Now what I do like about this sequins, just like with the crystal mix, is that it picks up the colors that you're using. So let's see. I did the other one I did on the other side. And make sure that these guys are single. They do tend to like each other. We'll do that. And then over here. And with a medium. Ah, perfect. And I keep saying, you get like 1 million in a pack, and they're extremely inexpensive. So that was a deal for me. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use my thin bottle, the skinny tip, and I try to work in odd numbers when I do things like this. It tends to look a lot better on your card. It balances your card in an odd number. And we'll put this right here and one right there. So we'll use 5 of them. Tap my bottle on the table to try to get the glue to running down. I learned that from Gina K. As you can see, it just did that. The glue's running down. So hopefully, you know, don't get too much of a clog. But it happens. And right here and right here. Ah, look at both of our cards today. The same technique, just different colors. And, you know, anytime you smush ink, it's going to come out completely different. I did not use any green whatsoever, but with the mixture of the ink, I got green. Okay, so that is wonderful. Look at these peonies. They are so pretty. I love the mulberry. I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.